the town is under attack, that racket will be heard clear to the mountains, and that's exactly what we want.
The second mission, the Horn of Magnus of Warhammer. If you've played Left 4 Dead and liked it, I strongly recommend this game. One thing that we're going to be doing here is, since this video is so long, I'm going to be trying to cut out some spots where not too much is really going on, or just your casual hack and slash, possible, and getting you guys straight to the action. Anything that does go on, you'll see. And it's pretty cool. Truly do enjoy it, and I don't plan on cutting too much, just here and there, if I do like take a break or anything like that. So anyways guys, enjoy the video, and we'll get right around to it. So right off the bat, we're just starting off with all 4 characters. I'm playing the Weight Watcher again, and we are at the very start of the Horn of Magnus, and our first mission is to alert the town watch. Immediately put 1 arrow, saw it, but it was pretty cool. Then I see the armored rat right down there, and I try to get him killed before he makes it to us, and he's just kind of looking around like, what in the world is going on? I'm hitting him, and one thing I failed to mention from the previous video is that you actually have characteristics on your weapons. It's pretty straightforward. It's armor piercing, excuse me, armor piercing, burn, and headshot. And those are actually very important to the gameplay itself, especially against the storm vermin. If you don't have storm vermin, or else you're just going to block them around and knock them around a little bit and not do anything. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And you can see it in the weapon characteristics. A lot of guns have armor piercing, stuff like that. Items, attacks that the storm or the bright wizard can do are burn. It's pretty cool stuff, and I totally recommend you guys checking it out when you get the chance, if you decide to get this. So already we're heading to the barracks to alert the town watch, and unfortunately looks like nothing but bad news. As the new watch barracks, everyone is pretty much already dead, and there's a lot of vermin inside. Getting ready to clear them out, and just taking a quick look around, check to see if there's any items, and you'll find chests all the time. I see a rat come up and just quickly take him out. See some more rats, put them down ASAP. And it talks about the Packmaster, and here's the first look at the Packmaster as he runs off with the dwarf. And like I said, he's just going to grab you, and immediately he runs off. And as you can tell, he gets pretty fast, because as soon as the vermin start getting in the way, I have to try to catch up to him. It's almost like a guaranteed you have to use a ranged weapon, which I luckily got shot in. I was able to save the dwarf from getting left hanging in a sense. And it's pretty cool because, like, I don't have any videos of the pack rat putting you up in the air, but he just literally just starts pulling you up and just leaves you hanging. And it's pretty cool. I don't know if he goes after other people when he does do that. I didn't check to see, but it's pretty cool stuff, and I really enjoy it. Like I keep on saying, there's a whole lot of details that they put into this game, and it's pretty cool, especially the town itself. So now we're getting out of the barracks right now, and it's telling us to reach Magnus Tower. Missed out on seeing the gutter runner. I know in one of my future videos we'll definitely be able to get in. I talked about a few issues with this game, and now we're in the hog pit. Some of the issues with the game is that the AI can be really stupid at times, and it's like some of it is unintentional stupid. Like, you don't want them to pull someone, like a pack rat, you know, not a pack rat, but a storm vermin group, and you don't want them to pull them. Well, sometimes they will, and it's okay, because that's whatever. I mean, it's a lot more fun than just not fighting a pack of storm vermin as it is. But then there's just times where it's a little bit game-breaking, and like the AI just fails to save you. You will give a glimpse of that in this gameplay here, where one of the guys refuses to get over. I'm assuming he just gets stuck, but he doesn't become much help. And it's a little bit of a shame, but it's nothing too game-breaking, especially if you're playing this game online, because then you're just going to be playing with actual people. But yeah, so we're going to just go ahead and continue. We're going to jump ahead here in just a second and get on to the next step.
Nice shot,
Alright, and after a quick little break, we are now getting to the next set of action. As you saw, I just cut off the one guy's head, which is pretty cool. We're now fighting this storm vermin, and he is taking quite a beating. My swords have a headshot capability, so I've been trying to just swing at him. I realized a little bit later on in the game time that I should just start doing charge swings. And look at that, got the storm vermin group walking right over there. And I'm immediately thinking, let's try not to fight these guys. And unfortunately, that really does not go to plan, because I hear the music play, and I realize they're probably going to need my help. The storm vermin come in huge groups. As you can tell, here we go. We're getting right into the fight. I immediately do 2 pushes. It is just hectic action right here. I'm trying to deal as much damage as I possibly can. When I realize it's probably not smart for me to be so close, I just pull out my bow and just start shooting arrows like crazy. I break down 1 storm vermin and immediately run low on ammo, so I just switch to my melee weapons and just start doing charge attacks like crazy. Unfortunately, the mage drops first. The dwarf isn't doing too much better, and then the dwarf drops. I drop 1 more storm vermin before he gets knocked down. I block that guy, and I just start backing up a little bit. And our last ally is down. The mage is dying. I drink both potions real quick to just try to deal as much damage as I possibly can. I thought for sure I was going to be losing this matchup. I try to pick the warden up to see if I can just get some help. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. And the bright mage is down. I finally get a moment to pick up the Empire soldier, and it's just about saving the dwarf next. Luckily, the Empire soldier backs him up, and I'm able to take a second to get to our buddy. Chop off the last head, and I realize that you can actually set free your allies who have been brought down. And it's just taking a moment. We are now going to go ahead and jump onto the next spot, and you'll see where I had actually issues with this game here for just a little bit. And it happens every now and then. It's very rare, but it does happen. It does suck that it had to happen on the second time of me doing this video, but it's whatever, because you know what, this game is still fun. Have a lot of fun with this game, pick up some ammunition, and you know what, I guess we're not going to be cutting off the video here, because we're getting ready to head right over to the next spot. I thought for sure I was going to, but never mind. So here we go, making it to the next spot.
There's no getting through the gate.
And it tells us to destroy or breach the gate. And this is where I realized that this part is going to be additionally hard, because the Empire soldier got stuck. He got stuck trying to get over the fence. But anyways, that's whatever. Here we go. We see a Globadier is throwing all sorts of poison. He does get killed, but leaves 1 more thing of poison around. And I am just in survival mode, because it is close to death time. And look at that. The dwarf hit him so hard he just almost did a backflip, and it was pretty cool. So, the goal of this here is to just simply grab a bomb and get it to the gate. One little trick that I did realize is that you don't... Oh, here we go, another wave. And it's a bunch of, they call them slave vermin, I found out. And these are the guys who just can't take much of a hit. Like 1 hit and generally they're down for the count. I know on higher difficulties they can take at least 2, depending on the weapon. I come over here to see if the Empire soldier can get unstuck. Unfortunately, it just does not look like that's going to happen, and I have to do it with just myself and the dwarf, making the challenge that much harder. But just so you know, if your AI do get stuck, once we make it a certain distance, they will teleport to you. And here's another hard part, is that if the AI hits you while carrying the bomb, it will set off. So you have to pick the right moment, which makes this part even harder, that I am down a guy. But we will get it done. Pick up the first bomb, and it's immediately just run like hell time. One little trick I do learn later on in the game is that you don't have to be right on the spot to drop the bomb. Instead, you can actually throw it from a distance, which you'll see I'll get some pretty cool shots in. Let's see if the AI will come over if provoked by some AI enemies. Unfortunately, that does not happen. So it is just straight back to the grind again. And getting up here to the bomb. I think I have enough time here. So I grab it, and I just start running. I think the elf has the fastest speed when carrying objective-based items. So if you are playing this game and you are like just wanting to be the carrier or something, I would suggest playing the elf. It looks like they are much faster when carrying items. Everyone seems a little bit slower, except the elf. Look at that, just cutting all these little rats apart. Pretty wild gameplay. I absolutely love it. And look at the detail on the swords. Just cutting everything apart. Try picking up the third bomb, and here we go. The dwarf is taking care of business with those two guys. I know I don't have to look after them. He has his standard weapon that he starts off with is actually super awesome. I recommend keeping it on him at all times. It deals with storm vermin real easy. Oh, and here we go. Blow up the gates, and it is time to move on to make it to the Magnus Tower.
There, the tower.
And right now I am going to cut it from here and just jump ahead real quick. I know too much doesn't go on here until we make it to the top. So yeah, I'm going to cut here real quick. Alright, now jumping ahead to the plaza area. We are now cutting down some rats, and look at that, we have found our bright mage, tangled up, but alive. Doesn't make too much sense, but hey, you know what, we'll take it as it is, because you really do need all 4 allies at the same time. Pack Raster showed up, grabbed the dwarf again. Pack rats don't like dwarfs apparently, but you know what, it's okay, because we saved them, and now we're going to be moving up the steps. Moving up some more steps. And here we go, a few rats here. We now have another globadier firing down at us. I believe that's what my allies down below are taking care of. I decided to go up a little bit, take out this rat. See that the globadier is dealt with. Move up and look at that, there is a gutter runner. Check out how cool he looked. Decided to let them take care of him. There was even a rattling gunner in the area apparently. And there he is, you can actually see his corpse off to the left. Pick up some ammo. And it is time to enter the end. There is the gutter runner again. But so fast. Can hardly get a look at him. There he is again. He jumps on our mage and we're like, nope, we've already lost the mage once. It is time to save the mage this time around. So we're starting to make it in, and shortly I thought things would go smooth. Unfortunately, it is just going to go bad from worse. We see this storm vermin here inside the inn and just immediately start trying to pick him apart and he is down. But then the bad news comes, and that's when I hear the rat pack of storm vermin. And that's when I was just like, oh boy, can it get any worse? And now we got the huge group of rats coming in, just attacking us in the horde that they can come in, and immediately just fighting towards the hallway. And this is when we got the worst news we possibly could while fighting all these giant storm vermin, or regular vermin. There it is, the pack of storm vermin. I back up and I'm just like, okay, if we're going to lose here, we're going to just die standing where we are, and we're going to fight these storm vermin in the hallway. And immediately it is just headshot after headshot and trying to bring these guys down. We are taking good damage and just trying to knock them down. And looky here, we are beating them, but we are dying at the same time. One of our guys falls. The bright mage is about to fall again. But luckily, we make it through this battle. Storm vermin lost big time here. One more to fight. I thought for sure this one was going to knock me down, but luckily it didn't. Just hectic battle right here. Bright mage is almost dead. The dwarf, he's on his... so when you get picked up, you go into a gray phase and you just lose health, but you won't die if you lose it. And that's okay, because that's really nice to know. You'll just go back into the knockdown state and people just have to pick you back up again. So yeah, moving on up, trying to get out of this area. I missed the bomb. I don't know how I missed it, but I did. And I immediately find this chest. Unfortunately, nothing of help. And here we go, opening up this chest again, nothing of help. And now we're getting to the very, very top of the inn, and look at that. You can look outside and see all the crazy stuff going on. There's another gutter runner, and this time we take him out. Another storm vermin, realizing, you know, maybe I should just save my ammo. And now we're fighting along the rooftops, which is pretty cool, but then I get knocked down. They're trying to knock the storm vermin off me, and now I'm in my gray state, speak English. And it's just now a fight among the rooftops, trying to make it to the Magnus Tower. And our dwarf buddy gets picked off. I want to say it's a gutter runner. I'm more than positive it's a gutter runner. Or no, he actually got knocked down by a storm vermin, which is fair. The storm vermin hit like a tank, and he doesn't have too much health to go with. So yeah, here we go. And there's a pack rat master. I didn't even think about it, but luckily my allies were there to pick me up and save me. We are now going to go ahead and jump ahead and move on to the next fight that we run into. Be right back.
Medical supplies.
Alright, and now we have made it to Magnus Tower. You didn't miss out too much action. It's actually just rooftops and then an elevator that takes you straight to this point. And we are going to be talking through the rest of this part of the mission straight on out. No more cuts. So we got a loot die, which is pretty cool because at the end of each mission, you roll dice to get new equipment and such. And higher difficulties give you a better chance of getting stronger weapons, which, playing with a group of people, strongly recommend. Playing on harder missions with just NPC, not too much recommended. It's a little bit tedious, in my personal opinion, but that's whatever. Moving on to the gameplay. Cutting all these rats up, just moving on forward. And look at this little guy, he gets taken down pretty quick. Looking to healing the bright mage, trying to, and that's another cool thing you can do. You can give stuff to your allies, or you can heal them as well, just straight off the bat. Here we go with a storm vermin, trying to cut his head off, and look at that, I do. And start moving over, and look at that, there's a Gatling gun, and there is a Rattling gunner. And he has a lot of health and can take a lot of damage. It also is, he's armored, so you have to have armor piercing. And look at that, he disappeared on us. I'm just taking a quick look around the corner, see if I can find him. Unfortunately, he has backed off. Turn around the corner, armored vermin, and there's the Rattling gunner again, ready for some vengeance. And look at that, he is going all out crazy. And he will not stop too. I mean, look at that, I'm just pouring damage into him and he's still standing. Finally, he dies. And get some ammo. Lots of ammo for your bow too, 80. Not all weapons carry that much. I know some of them can only carry like 20. But with the bow, it's really nice to get all that, especially with the rapid firing that this character can do. Pick up some health. Everyone starts picking up their healing potions, and that's whatever. I see that we finally made it to the horn. And Jesus Christ, that is one hell of a horn.
They've not given up? Not yet.
Gonna make a lot of noise with that. Here we go, start cutting people down. Dwarf brings out the crossbow to mow people down. And we are making our way slowly to the top. I noticed there's some more potions, so I decided to heal up and grab a healing drought. Excuse me. So now we're making our way up. And some vermins dropped down. It looked like storm vermin. I'm pretty sure they were. And I just decided to sound the horn, but look at that. Globadier, throw some poison at me. And look at that cool, close first look at the Globadier. And he looks pretty cool. I enjoy the details that they put into the special rats. I mean, they could just look like regular rats. There is another armored Gatling, or Rattling gunner. And look at that, the rats are falling from the sky as we start mowing them all down. And look at this action, it is non-stop. Just kill all of them. And there's a lot of blood, there's a lot of limbs flying. It's a lot of fun. They get aided real quick. So you can see the rats climbing up the cage, and look at that, if you hit them, they fall off. Pretty cool stuff. Do enjoy the details that they put into this game. just everything. I mean, like, it's not the greatest graphics, and that's whatever. I mean, graphics aren't everything. But the little details that they put in, that makes it so much better. Especially since, like I said, right here, boom, just hit him off the wall. And it's just non-stop. We gotta survive the onslaught by the rats. Get a little bit of a break. Then I turn around and see there is no break. There's just rats and rats and rats. Thankfully, the AI was able to join me on this one. No hiccups, like the last stand your ground and drop the bombs off. Immediately just start hacking, slashing. I start making my way down the staircase. And it's just so much fun how easy it is to get from one end to the other. Look at that. Just lots of arrows flying. Look at that. One gets stuck in the wall and it's really twitching. Pretty cool stuff. Yep, these guys start dropping down. I just start mowing them down. And look at that. There's another poison. I tried getting to them, but the other rats get in the way, so I just start hacking them apart. The Globadier starts running, and he immediately messes up, runs straight into the rest of my group as I start mowing these guys down. Look at that. Lone rat thinks he can do whatever he can, and he gets fucked. There we go, another more rats coming, and we are just taking them out. No hope whatsoever. Seeing my bright mage needs a little help. But yeah, everyone, I really hope you're enjoying this gameplay I'm bringing to you so far. I hope you guys like, share, and subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, share it to your friends. Let your friends know about this game. Let your friends know about my channel. Any help to my YouTube channel would be greatly appreciated, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And look at this. So many dead bodies. So much blood. And we still have waves to survive here. Bam, come down, run up the staircase. And look at that. Boom. Try to cut one head off, which I do. Try to cut the other one off, but unfortunately I just get his arm, it looks like. And just non-stop hack and slash action. And it is so much fun when you're actually in the game. It's even more fun, because you're just like, holy crap, I'm killing all these guys. And look at that one, got set on fire. Dwarf looks like he needs some help as he's taking care of action. And look at that. Just non-stop, wave after wave after wave. I can only imagine what the harder difficulties are like. We are playing on normal. There is, like, I think 6 difficulties, if I remember off the top of my head. Alright, and now, after so much battling, we now get to activate the lifting platform and go back down. I hop in, the AI automatically teleported to me, which is one cool feature I really enjoy. You don't have to wait for them to come to you, so if they get stuck, you're not stuck in this game-breaking situation. And uh-oh, we are now falling down, 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 and boom! We now have to find and enter the wagon, which thankfully finding isn't too hard as it's right there. Once when you hop in, you pull the lever, and you are off to safety. And we are victorious. Lots of fun. I truly enjoyed this game. I hope y'all like, share, and subscribe. Come back for the next video, which will have details here soon. Complete mission on normal 200 EXP, all heroes alive 400, cursed die bonus 1. So we got 600 EXP, we level up, and we got the Ember Cage Staff. Pretty cool stuff, there's all sorts of weapons. And here we go, now we get to roll. And we're going to roll, and we got 3. So we're going to go up 3, and we're going to get ourselves, what is it? 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 Blah. Another Ember Cage. But this one's scorching, so that's cool. It's different. Alright, look at that. 269 kills, number 1 out of the group. 1,729 damage dealt. 13 Storm Vermin kills. And this is another cool thing, is that you can just jump straight to the next mission, return to the inn, or return to go on to a random one on the same difficulty. Headshots, 61 headshots, 255 clan/slave laps killed, damage taken 478. That's for another character. I took second amount, 583. Again, guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you all for watching. See you on the next video. And here is the preview.
By the Arch Lector's fist! Find our coming!